But what I would suggest, if there was a different way to reform, if we looked at a different way to reform, then you do not necessarily need to sentence all those to custodial sentences, or those that are in custodial sentences. If you look at a different way to reform, you do not need to keep them in custodial sentences. And the reason why I suggest this is if you look at other countries that have not necessarily such a big prison population, but how they handle crime, custodial sentence is not necessarily the answer. Sometimes it's down to education. Sometimes it's down to medical, down to mental health. Sometimes it's down to medical intervention. Sometimes it's just down to they don't know any better. Do you get what I mean? If you remove certain layers in the community, then people do not necessarily know how to act. Let's just be our age, innit? There ain't no one to beat you when you're 14, 15, 16. There's no one beating you. And I'm not saying that physical retribution is the answer, but there's no fear. So at age 11, 12, you're turning around and telling a 25-year-old F off or piss off or this, that, the other, or whatever it is. Now, you then doing that, you have zero fear. Yeah. So therefore, when you are told not to do something and then you go and do it, the retribution is the law then says, you do not know how to act. We're going to intervene and teach you how to act by incarcerating you for a period of X. Because that should teach you how to act, and it doesn't. It turns around and takes you away from society. So then therefore, the idea of reform is by saying we're removing you from society, so you're no longer a menace, so we're going to teach you how to reform, when the way to actually reform is show them how to act. Show them how to be better. Show them how to be a citizen